Imagine you are stranded at an airport and your flight is delayed. Your hotel reservation is wrong and you don't speak the local language. Then you pull out your phone and speak out loud, and an AI finds you a new flight under budget, fixes your hotel, and translates the front desk conversation. All at the same time. No typing, no waiting. And that's not a dream. OpenAI just made it real. Yes. So let me take you back to the last time you spoke to an AI on the phone. Maybe it was a customer service bot, or you asked it something slightly complicated like changing a flight after missing a connection, and it said, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Please say yes or no. Infuriating, right? And here's why that happened. Because old voice AI was basically three separate systems duct taped together. Like one piece converted your speech to text, another piece thought about what to do, and a third piece converted the answer back to audio. Three steps, three chances to fail, and three sources to delay. And the result, voice assistants that sounded sleek but thought like a rock. OpenAI just blew that model up entirely. And this week, OpenAI launched three brand new real-time voice AI models. And the flagship one is called GPT Realtime 2. Yes, and now here is what makes this different. Like GPT Realtime 2 doesn't work in steps. It processes your voice as you speak continuously, and it reasons with the same intelligence as GPT-5. The company calls it GPT-5 class reasoning in a voice model. What does that actually mean? Like, it means the AI can now handle the messy, unpredictable way human actually talk. Like, you can interrupt it, it won't freeze. You can correct yourself mid-sentence, it won't get confused. And here's the part that blew me away. Like, while it's talking to you, it can simultaneously call multiple tools in the background. Yes, so it might be saying like, let me check that for you, while at the same moment, it's querying flight databases, checking your budget, verifying hotel availability, and cross-referencing your preferences all at once. And before this update, like voice AI did things one at a time, like a waiter who could only carry one plate. Now it's carrying the whole tray. And it remembers more. The context window, basically the AI's short-term memory, quadruplate from 32,000 to 1,28,000 tokens. That means it can hold hours of conversation without forgetting who you are or what you asked 20 minutes ago. On benchmarks, GPT Realtime 2 went from 81% accuracy to 96.6%. In real-world testing, Zillow reported their call success rate jumped from 69% to 95%, a 26-point leap just by switching to this model. Yes, but OpenAI didn't stop there. They released two more models alongside it. Like the second one is GPT Realtime Translate, and this one is genuinely something out of science fiction. Like picture this: a customer in Germany calls a business in Japan. Neither speaks the other's language, and the AI listens to both in real time and translates, not after they finish speaking, but as they are speaking. No lag, no lost meaning. It supports over 70 input languages, output in 13. Like Deutsche Telekom is already piloting this for customer support. A voice AI company testing it on Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu reported a 12.5% reduction in word errors compared to any other model on the market. For a country like India with 22 official languages and hundreds of dialects, that is not a small thing. That is the beginning of communication revolution. And the third model is GPT Realtime Whisper, a live transcription engine that converts speech to text in real time, like meetings, classrooms, courtrooms, live events. It's not just captions. It generates notes, action items, can trigger tasks based on what you say, speaks a command, the software executes it. No keyboard, no screen, just your voice, and an AI that actually listens. Now let's talk money for a second, like because this is where it gets interesting for developers. Like GPT Realtime 2 costs $32 per million audio input tokens, $64 per million for output, and the translate model just 3.4 cents per minute. Whisper, like 1.7% per minute. That is aggressive pricing and cheap enough to undercut most enterprise translation tools on the market right now. Companies like 11 Labs and DeepGram are suddenly facing a pricing squeeze they didn't see coming. OpenAI's bet is simple, like do it all inside one model at a price that makes stitching together three separate vendors feel ridiculous. So here is where the story gets really interesting. Like because while everyone was watching the voice models, OpenAI quietly revealed something else, like something that explains how any of this is even possible at this scale. Like training AI like GPT-5 requires tens of thousands of GPUs working in perfect synchrony. Imagine 131,000 computers that all need to share data with each other constantly and at speeds measured in billions of a second. The problem, network were not built for this. Like every time a cable hiccups and a switch falters or a packet takes the wrong route, thousands of GPUs grind to a halt, either like waiting, burning money, burning time. OpenAI spent 2 years solving this, and the solution they built in secret with AMD, Broadcom, Intel, and Microsoft and Nvidia is called MRC, Multipath Reliable connection. And here is simple version. Like instead of sending your data down one road, MRC sends it down hundreds of roads simultaneously, like splitting a river into thousands of streams faster. And if one stream gets blocked, the other carry on. If a switch fails, MRC detects it and reroutes in microseconds, not seconds, not minutes, in microseconds. So conventional networks can take tens of thousands to recover from the same failure. Entire training runs were being lost because of these. But the most remarkable proof, like during the training of a recent frontier model, OpenAI had to reboot 4 major network switches. Like with MRC, they didn't even need to pause the training job. The GPU is just kept working. That's not an incremental improvement. That's a different category of reliability. Like MRC also simplifies the hardware required. Connecting 131,000 GPUs traditionally needed 3 or 4 layers of network switches. MRC does it in 2. That means 40% less switch hardware and a third fewer optical transceivers, and cutting infrastructure cost at a scale where 1% savings equal millions of dollars. And OpenAI didn't keep it secret. Like they released MRC to the entire industry through the Open Compute project. This is now open technology, like available to anyone building AI at a scale. And now we need to talk about the uncomfortable part, because none of this exists in a vacuum. Voice AI that can run entire customer support calls, real-time translation that eliminates language barriers, transcription that needs no human, supercomputers that train smarter models every month. What happens to the people on the other end of those jobs descriptions? Like OpenAI's own CEO, Sam Altman acknowledged this week that some companies are using AI as a convenient excuse, blaming layoffs on AI when the real causes are economic pressures, bad decision, or cost cutting. He called it AI washing. But here is the complicated truth. Like the washing is real and the displacement is real. Both things are happening at once. The National Bureau of Economic Research surveyed executives and found a 90% report no AI impact on employment yet. Yale's budget lab found no major macroeconomic shift through early 2026. But Anthropic's own CEO, Dario Amagoy, wants that AI could eliminate 50% of entry-level office jobs. The World Economic Forum says 40% of employees expect to reduce headcount because of AI. Stanford researchers Eric Brynjolfsson found a 13% decline in employment among early career workers in AI-exposed roles, while experienced workers are stable or even growing. What does that tell us? Like AI is not replacing human evenly, it's compressing the entry point. The first rung on the career ladder is getting narrower. The path from beginner to expert is getting steeper and shorter. That's not just an economic issue, it's a generational one. So here is where we actually are in May 2026. Voice AI just crossed a threshold. Like it can reason, it can translate, it can remember. It's not a novelty anymore, it's infrastructure. The same way no one marvels at Google Maps, in 5 years no one will marvel at an AI that handles their customer support call. Beneath the surface, the race for AI is not just about smarter models, it's about the networks that power them, the invisible plumbing that keeps 131,000 GPUs in perfect harmony. And at the center of it all, a question that doesn't have a clean answer yet: what do we own each other when the machine gets better at the job? Like I don't know the answer, but I think asking it loudly and often is the right place to start. If you found this useful, drop a comment. Tell me what part of this story surprised you most. Was it the voice model, the networking protocol, or the job numbers? I will see you in the next one.